Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are well. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize. It's been quite a while since I dropped a financial term video. I do apologize for that. I'll try to be a bit more consistent prospectively. Our term of the day is diversification. What is diversification? Diversification is an investment strategy that entails taking your money and spreading it across different assets, industries, companies, and geographic regions to reduce risk. The idea is that if one asset performs poorly, others may perform better and help offset the losses. Why it matters? Diversification helps investors to avoid putting all their eggs in one basket. Markets can be unpredictable, and different investments often react to economic events differently. By diversifying, investors can reduce the impact of a single investment's poor performance on the overall portfolio. For business leaders, diversification can mean expanding products, services, and markets to reduce the dependence on a single source of revenue. Example time. I'm going to give you two scenarios with the ultimate aim of demonstrating the power of diversification. In both scenarios, the investor has a capital amount of 100,000 Rand. Let's say in scenario one, the investor has 100,000 Rand and decides to invest all of it in a USA stock. For example purposes, let's say Apple. A few months down the line, for numerous factors, maybe a decline in sales, maybe people moving away from being fans of Apple to Samsung and all the other mobile manufacturers, these factors have an adverse effect on Apple's share price. So your shares that were worth 100,000 Rand experience a decline of 20%, meaning you would have lost 20,000 Rand in value. It's just an example, it's just a scenario. But you put all your eggs in one basket. Scenario two, let's say you decide to spread your risk by diversifying. You take your 100,000 Rand, you put 20,000 Rand in Apple, you put 20,000 Rand in Capitec, a South African stock, you take 20,000 Rand, you put it in South African bonds, and you take the remainder, you put it in maybe European companies. Being mindful of the same circumstances that happened in scenario one, Apple's stock price took a knock of 20%. That knock would have simply affected your 20,000 Rand in Apple. But your other investment choices experienced upturns or things remain stable or consistent. As a result, that loss was either mitigated or even consumed by the profits or upturn on the other investments. And that's the power of diversification. It helps spreads the risk. It helps mitigate your losses. It helps to minimize the chances of you losing as much as possible. I would like to slightly digress. Even though the intention of this video was to inform you about diversification and its importance, I would just like to emphasize that as a small business, you should invest all your effort into making your business successful. Diversification is a luxury, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot of us have that luxury. When your business is still small, you must put your all into that business. You must put all your resources into that business. You must put your effort into that business until it matures, until it picks up, until it stabilizes, and it ultimately grows and realizes its potential. Once you start amassing additional funds or surplus funds, you will now get to enjoy the luxury of saying, I have an extra R500,000 from all the profits I've been making for the past few years. And I do not have an appetite to expand operations because I believe I'm still within this size or range of demand. So let me take this R500,000 and throw it in other spaces so that it can also derive value, or it can cushion the blow should my main operations experience some form of downtime or downtime. So that is my slight digression to say diversification is a luxury. You only enjoy it when you have resources. As a small business, as a upcoming entrepreneur, your priority is to master whatever operations that you have, to nurture them, to grow them. Once you have surplus funds or additional resources, you can look into diversification. Key takeaway: diversification reduces risk by spreading investments across numerous assets to ensure that if one asset or one investment performs poorly, the impact is reduced or the impact is less on the overall portfolio. As always, you are more than welcomed to post questions, suggestions, or remarks in my comment section. Please like this video. Please follow me for more content. Follow me on my other social media platforms. Share this, repost this, retweet this. Thank you so much.